Good evening, and welcome back to another episode of Freeways. We are back for episode 3, and just like last time, today is mostly about trying to clean up some of my bad levels. Actually, is it, or is it about starting new levels? I think it's about starting new levels. Okay, so where are we going with these? What the heck is all this? Okay, again, I still can't freaking draw it well. Okay, that looks good. Okay. I mean, look at that. I literally just started going off to the right, well, my right, but from their point of view, driving, it would be left. Okay. I mean, that's a good start. Okay. Oh, no, undo that. Oh, no, not that. Okay, I think that actually does make sense. You could just go off, or you turn that way and go off that way. That works. Now, this just connecting up easy, like that, I think it does work. However, we need this to have a turn off, and then it goes over, and it goes down. Maybe. Okay, and then we connect it up. Okay, that looks really bad. Okay. I'm not the best at this. I know I'm not. I'm sure there's far more efficient ways to do this. So this. Okay, and then I suppose that turnoff is kind of self-explanatory. You're connected. You need that. You're. Oh, that's not actually connected to anything. Oh no, it is. It's just hidden. There must be a sign under there that I can't see. Okay, so let's do another turn off here. Connects up like that, which means that yellow can go there. These pinks are kind of blocking each other, but only because there was a high volume at once. Let's kind of make that look a little bit nicer, a little bit smoother for the yellow cars to make that turn. Yeah, kind of. Not perfect, but it's a bit better. They turn off and they go that way. Okay. Okay, that one's done now there. And we need to connect up over here. Oh, how are we going to do that? I don't think we can. I think I've kept it too close here. So because we don't have a lot of space here, I'm thinking we're going to connect up to this one first, the blue one first. Okay. Okay, that makes sense because that's just an easy connection. And then the same there. It's an easy connection. They shouldn't really have to block each other because they're both able to keep up speed. That might have to stop. There is a bit of a block there. Okay, blue is done. Everything's connecting to the blue as we want it to. All right. What we'll do is this. Okay, that's an easy one for the yellow, the buses, the vans, maybe. Okay. You need to connect up there. But that's okay. We can just kind of, you can just turn off. Okay, so same thing again here with a off ramp that kind of goes there. Okay, that's that done. It needs to connect to the yellow, which actually I think can be done relatively easy. Now it actually looks like there's enough of an extra lane for them, which is the idea that they don't have to crash into each other. Okay, that needs to connect down here, which I actually think it can do. We just have another. I mean, it could just turn off here, couldn't it? Yeah. That's connected. That's connected. That needs to connect to the pink. I mean, it is. So all I did was just redraw the same road that it already had, but fine, okay. Now you need to connect up to everything. So, of course, out you come. You go up. That connects to there. Now, if we do the same out. Okay. Let's run it. Okay, cool. It's relatively complex, but it says the efficiency is at 247. That's good. Probably not great, but it's okay. Okay, next. Okay, this is just everything connects to everything. So we're gonna do. Ah, it's everything connects to everything, but there must be crossovers because this is next to this, like that. Okay. So, okay. Now, I don't actually think this is going to work, but I'm just testing out the idea. Yeah, no, okay. So, a roundabout here doesn't really work. So, yeah, I think this is actually an example of one where I'm going to need what looks like a more of a realistic freeway system with off ramps and on ramps. I've done it again. I've done the exact same thing again. Okay, that looks better. It's still not perfect, but it's better. Okay, now if you need to get to this one, you'd have to loop over like that. Okay. No. This has to do the same to get to here. So it goes out. It goes up and over and down. Actually, maybe not down. Connect it out a bit. Okay. So what do we got? That's connecting there. That's fine. You just need to connect to the blue. Okay, let's just... Wait. So this must do the same over here. Okay, so you'll now just need to connect to the pink. So the car comes off, connects round there. So we have the car come off again. Goes into another ramp. It goes over. I can't do that the other side because I've drawn it too close. Okay, we need to clear it. We need to clear it and do it again. Okay. So, let's do it this way this time. Okay, look, there actually was sections in there where I was drawing it right. I was drawing it the way I wanted it to go. But not very much. Okay. Okay, so to connect you up here, down here, and the same over here, let's take you off there, up, round, down, and that connects up. And it's going to be the same over here, where we go off ramp, up, over, down, and you connect up. Boom. So that's 2 out of 3 done. Now you've got an easy connection here. So what we can do is just turn you off. And that will do that. Did that do that? Did that work? It did. Okay, so these are now connected to everything. It's just these that are connected to nothing. So what have we got? The spaces here are where they will connect. So we go forward, like that. Does that work? I don't know if that works. You know, I don't like that. Though it may make the most sense. You need to connect there and connect there. Okay, so we just do this. Okay, and now the same on this side. You've got to connect to everything. Wait, why do you got to... Okay, cool. In fact, this goes even easier. And then I guess we have this extra one. Okay, now we run it. I actually didn't think that was going to be that high, but 327 is not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, left now. What is that? Okay. These need... Okay. So these need to connect up big time to one another. So you are the main road. Okay. You also need to connect up here so we can have... I don't like that. That doesn't look good. Neither does that. There we go. That looks better. A bit. Okay, so... This is connected to freaking everything. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to build that first. So they're done. Okay. That needs to connect to this. Which we can do like that. It's still not saying that counts. Okay. So the car comes off. Needs to be able to get to there. So it's still that doesn't count. Why does that not count? I mean, it should. It does. Okay, so that car just loops around. I mean, this is a nightmare. This is a nightmare to drive. There we go. Okay, let's run it. Okay, 318, not bad. Doesn't look the best, but it does its job. Okay, what? Okay, so I actually think the only way you really work this is with a big old ring. That just has it all. That has it all like this. I guess. But that is not very good. So we're going to run that again. Because this has a lot of traffic coming out. So you don't want them all getting on the ring road. So, 2 individual ways. You do need the ring road. That is true. But then I need Okay. Okay, I'm just going to leave that as it is for now. Okay, that's a way off, and then you need a way on. It connects up there. Okay. Why does it connect so poorly? Okay, 226. It's not great. It's not great, but the idea is the ring road is kind of carrying some traffic, but the blue cars or the cars coming from the blue don't have to get on the ring road. They've got direct routes to each of the things that they need to get to. So That is okay. Now, what do we got over here? We've got 4, but they connect to everything. Yeah, they connect to everything. Okay. This will be the last one I do. Okay, that's the big bad line. Bad line. Stop it. Okay. Okay. I got to connect you up to this, and you've got to connect off to these. Okay, so we'll have one that goes like that. One, oh, no, no, no. One that goes out like that, and one that goes out like that. Actually, no. Let's connect this up first. Okay. You're done. You're not done because you need to connect to the blue, which you can if we just do this. You're done. You're done. You've got nothing. You need to go this way. Which again, we can do I mean, technically you are connected. But if we just take an off-road here. I mean, you are. You just are connected. Look at that. You go out. Okay, now it's connected. It just took a second. It was like, are we connected? Yes, you are. And this is technically a roundabout. I mean, it kind of is. It more or less is a roundabout. Now, all it is left is you. So, to get you. Oh, that's easy. That's actually not too bad. So, we come out of here. We do this. And then we go over here. We do this. Go that way. Go that way. It's network complete because technically it can loop round, but there's an even more efficient way for this one to do that, which is that. 276. Okay, not bad. Probably used a lot of concrete we don't need to use because obviously that last one, technically you are connected once you're on there, but you're having to travel so much further. 34 minutes. You know what? We can go for one more. We can go for just the one more. These are much better connections now, but even then, my score's a bit low. Okay, what? What on earth is this? Everything connects to everything, and there's a lot of things in the way. Okay, this is going to be tough. Oh, we just gained a sub. Lovely stuff. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Okay, now this one. We'll go the long way because it leaves me with other ways to connect stuff. So, what we can do is okay. Got to connect to the pink, which we also can do. I'm trying to not go elevated until I need to. You're done. You're not done. Need to get you onto the road to get to the blue. I think this is going to cause a jam. It is indeed. Okay, so what we've got to do is we've got to elevate some of these so that our turnings and whatnot are good. So this will be the last one we do because this is going to take me a second to figure out in a way that works. So the most complicated one, I think, is going to be this one because there's not a lot of space for on and off ramps. So that's the one we're going to start with. Or at least, actually, we're going to start by connecting everything to this. So we go with this. And it connects up nicely. Okay. That makes the most sense to just connect that up. But I don't think we need to do that just yet. What we need to do is draw it better. Okay, now if you want to connect up to here, we're going to have to elevate. So let's do that straight away. It's going to be an absolutely incredible amount of concrete being used. Yep. No. Okay. Okay, so I actually think the green one here comes out. We can, oh, no, 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 no. We can connect it up down here. Even better. Okay, I think I've had an idea. And usually those are dangerous words. Okay, so you can turn off of here. Connect up like that. So you're going on. You're going on that way. Okay, blues are all done. I think everything is connected to the blue. And the blue's not connected to anything. Okay, now. That didn't count. No. Yeah, that last bit looks real bad. Okay, so the idea there is that you've actually got 3 layers of cars, but they're not jamming each other. You've got 3 tiers of traffic. Okay, you need, oh, no, you need to connect up to the green, which is exactly why this goes like this. Oh, no, no way, it's got to come down earlier. No, not that one. This one. So that connects up. Now it goes over. You're not connected to this, and that's the only entrance. So we just have to do that. You're not connected to this. What the heck? That's why I left this space, I guess. Okay, that's got to be more efficient, but there's a lot of concrete. 189. Oh, dang, very close. But that does work because the idea is that these 3 tiers are not interfering with each other. Where you would have X amount of traffic times 3, you've separated it up. So let's just quickly like kind of see what's going on there. So let's watch this pink car. It just goes straight up here onto the elevated highway. Where's our blue one? Where did that come from? And then goes off there. This orange car goes onto that elevated highway and goes off there. This blue one comes onto this not elevated highway and goes off this way. Now this pink one has decided I'm not going this way, I'm going this way, which is not as helpful. Okay, now let's watch from this direction. So a green car goes on, it goes under here, keeps going under, takes this off ramp, and then goes on there. None of it's elevated at the moment. Then it goes elevated, and then it comes down here. Orange car does the same, except none of it is elevated all the way around there. Pink is the exact same. It just turns off. None of it's elevated. Okay, pink to whatever. Green, it goes elevated, it comes down. It goes elevated again, and it goes off. Done. Orange, simple enough all the way there. Blue, however, goes up, uses this individual part only for the blue car from the pink, and then goes down like that. That's interesting. Then from here, you've got from the orange or the brown, a pink car comes on, goes like that, turns off there, you just saw it, goes this way and then goes up there. A blue car goes under here, turns here, you'll see it in a second, goes there, keeps going, goes underneath, and then up this way through there. And the green car is quite simple. It's not elevated. It just goes like that. That is actually, I think, okay. It's not the best because, for example, with the blue cars, you've only got 2 junctions ultimately coming in here, where the other connections are slightly earlier. Whereas with the green, you've got these coming in together here, really stacking it up, along with the orange, along with these guys connecting here. So everyone's on the road for a little bit longer together. But ultimately it works, and that's the name of the game. So thank you for watching, guys. A little bit of a shorter episode this time, not quite an hour, but 48 minutes, still not too bad. Next time out, we'll probably finish up this part of the map. Then we'll try and get everything to 200 plus, I suppose. Although it's going to be hard to do that because look at that. I mean, that's relatively simple. How can you really improve on that? I'm sure there are ways, but I just can't think of them because it looks like, for me, it looks like whichever way you are, you get onto the roundabout, you go whichever way you need to go. If we simulate it, there's just like no traffic. Everyone is good. No one really has to slow down. So yeah, that's pretty good. Thank you for watching, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed it and we gained a sub. Whoop whoop. I will catch you next time.